Okay, welcome back to another episode of the Risk Meta Settings. We are here today playing our 51st game on these settings, on this account. Unfortunately, last time we encountered a little bit of a setback, but it's not too bad. And today, to recover, we'll be starting in the 4th position. Let's have a look at those blizzards. We are currently 334 rank points away from GM. That's on our mind. We're going to bear it in mind. And we're going to hopefully get a first to guarantee ourselves that Grandmaster title. Let's look at these blizzards then. We have, starting in the northwest, we have a Barcelona. Doesn't do too much, makes Castile a potential cap spot. Everyone else is choosing accounts pretty quickly. We see in Istanbul from red, we don't see yellow, we don't see pink. I'm liking Burgundy. With an Alps cap, Alps Blizzard, Burgundy cap is a lot better. And I think that's the direction I'm going to go. We have a split North Africa. We have a pseudo corner in Japan, in Italy. Don't question it. Yeah, I think Burgundy is more than suitable. I think if red hadn't gone Istanbul, I might have thought about potential Bulgaria, but I don't like the way Bulgaria plays. I don't like the way that most of the central ones, early game, you're kind of, if you don't want to block yourself off for later and hope someone hits you, you're kind of forced to play facing one way. Especially Bulgaria, you only want to take behind so that you can then keep your cap open, which I'm not a big fan of. I like Istanbul in the way that plays, actually, especially on a map like with these blizzards. I haven't even gone through the blizzard yet, sorry. But you can point, if you don't take southeastern, you hold Orient behind, you can try and hold Rush behind. We see the Moscow. No, it's not Moscow, that's Kharkiv. That's Kharkiv, yeah. Learning, not Moscow. Moscow is the one that I hold. We see a Kharkiv cap from white. Let's go through the rest of these blizzards. That's not a capital. Yellow makes some external attacks as well. So we said Barcelona makes Castile potential cap because then that's a 1 point hold going upwards. Still 2 point hold on Spain, naturally, but does make it a little bit chokier. Makes Gascony less appealing and less often chosen. We then see the kind of weird middle of nowhere West Africa. This doesn't do too much. Your pathing is still going to be the same. You're just going to ignore it on your way through. And yeah, we have this one here. I don't know the names of these territories. I know Nalut and I know Benghazi. These two are important. I know Egypt because it's Egypt. Pink just hit White's cap. He's manualing White's cap. He's manualing the White capital. He started with 5 attackers. He's down to 1 attacker. He's just rolled 2 1s in a row. Oh my god. He just 1v3'd that cap. Well, that's me. That's mine. Thank you. Change of plans. We have a free capital. Pink is a serial over attacker. That's great for us. Yep. Keep blasting off, buddy. So does that mean that White neighboured Pink? Is that why he's so annoyed and still going crazy with these 1v1s? Calm down. Nothing to put in? You have something to put there. Oh. Okay, so you have a troop to put into Russia, but not a troop to put into the capital. Interesting choice, my guy. Whatever will I do? Now, I intend to hold these with 2 6s on my capitals. Let's see how it goes. Wonderful. That is a very happy turn 1 for me. Let's keep looking at these blizzards. They are actually quite interesting. We have Greece pairing up with this. So while we have the split North Africa, we have a deep dark corner down here, which makes this Istanbul slightly more appealing. Right? Because now, if you can hold Istanbul, you only have to hold to the north to hold your bonus. And while I doubt there's a cap South Russia or Georgia, it's still something. Black sees that I hold 2 capitals. And black may even be interior to me. Black may be on Prussia or something, says well played. I'll give him a thank you. It was definitely me who did the work. Poor White. White didn't deserve this. White is going to start aiming for a North Africa turn 2. I need to move that 3 out. I'm going to try and get that. Whoa! 50. The old Italy and Alps. He held Italy and Alps. That's crazy. That is actually shocking. Okay, we're going to get 7 troops. We are scared of this. This is scary. Do we think yellow hit white? Do we even want to test it? I think I roll this 2v1 no matter what. See if I can save them. Is this going to be another example of when we should have just let someone else take a free cap? Red is now internal capped. This Erism territory makes him internal, with just yellow and myself visible to that capital. Gonna make a wild assumption that says he moved back into cap. Pink held their cap, which is crazy. White was unlikely to be in a position to retaliate. It's down, nothing else. Okay, we need to hold bonuses at this point. Yellow is holding way too many troops. Yellow doesn't see this capital. Yellow does see this one. He sees how weak it is. So I'm going to put everything onto this. Let's see if it holds. We are also going to move the 3 out of White's way if they want a card. I do feel a little bit bad for them. It doesn't hurt me. If anything, then rolling that 4 would hurt me. So let's do that 4 and 2. You know, it's a single troop all turn. That's a lovely turn for us. Let's see if France is allowed to hold. That comes out as Sevastopol. Using sliders. Interesting. He's trying to hold Eastern Europe. Ballsy. I don't think red below lets it happen. Moving those 2 back into what appears to be Prussia seems to lend more to that theory of black being in Prussia. I am extremely scared of my 6 cap getting destroyed. Okay, white does do what we thought they would. That's fine. We moved out of their way. We gave them the card for free. Or for as cheap as possible. It was effectively for free for them. Yellow is holding way too much of the board for me to be happy right now. However, black, or myself coming off this cap to hit Vienna, only blocks off our cap from doing anything else, right? We have 1 attack and then it can't go again. Vienna is, with the Hungary and Alps, hitting Vienna blocks off your Italy. At least unless you come around the whole way round, going through red's bonus. Black is also blocked off from that side. And I won't be able to get through there because I think black is capped in Prussia. What does red hold? Does red hold Iceland? I'm going to try and go for Spain this turn if I'm allowed it. Natural progression from France. In a game like this. Oh no, red holds southeastern, sorry. Yep. Moves completely off there. Interesting choice. Doesn't go for the Orient this turn. Pink, it appears, is completely new to the game. But how can they manualed one? I mean, they got incredibly lucky manualing a 1v3 for starter. That is an incredible level of luck. But the knowledge to manual that instead of just blitzing it and wasting your troops implies that they are better than I thought, maybe? Can't work it out. I think black takes that if I'm not careful. And I think that's my best choice. Okay, great. That's where you are? Really? We're doing this now? Can you just, like, go down, please? Would have loved to take Spain that turn. Yeah, does hold Eastern Europe, somehow. If he wants that cap, he'll have to hit a 9 cap of mine to do it. Doesn't look like that's what he wants. Now, do they go down into yellow, please? Down is good. One further. No, that's not down, is it? That's up. That's up into me. Using sliders, which is slightly scary. I can just destroy that. He's pointing. Okay. He's trying to be friendly to me. So let's see if the new corner's open for takes instead. Oh, White. White has had a hard run of it this game. Well played and thanks. White shouldn't have skipped there. So White had 6 troops to hit into a 2, so 5 attackers into a 2, which is 100%. Instead they chose to place off of that with just their 3 troops and attack into a 2 instead, meaning 4v2, which is about 93% if I remember correctly. Which, why take 95? Why take 93% when you can take 100%? Yellow is not a fan of black or me. That's rude. Leaves them facing me. It's an issue. We need to work with black here now. We are identifying our enemy. We're also noticing that red is going to unwittingly kill white very soon here. Maybe it's even wittingly. Who knows? Red wants Scandinavia. Not this turn, buddy. Scandinavia. Wipes out that part of Orient. Moves out. Doesn't want to hold Orient. I feel like Orient is a very natural thing to hold compared to Scandinavia from that position. I think... Where is Pink's capital where it hasn't been hit? I have no idea. Let's see if we can work with black on this one. Not on Prussia. That's your cap. Why is that your capital? It's the worst place you could put a capital for me. Black still holds something else. So he still holds Eastern, right, of course. Okay, we have a Venice cap. Great. Didn't want to see it there. I wanted it to be... Oh, it was always going to be in Italy, wasn't it? I've seen a lot of Venice cap recently. Black, you gotta help me, bro. Gotta help me here. You saw me break yellow. I need you to do something a little bit similar. I don't care about what pink says. I'm very scared for the health of my 20 cap. Yellow holds the whole bottom left from a 2-point guard. One of them is a capital, one of them is not. Is it the whole bottom left? Must be, right? Italy, southwest, west, Africa is 14. Oh my god, this guy's just growing. We're not stopping him. I attempt to stop him, no one else does. I don't see what I can do at this point. He's just hitting everyone. Hitting everything. Yellow's not a good player. Yellow has 19 off cap and 14 on cap. He's not a good player. He just holds us so much board. Terrified in my position right now. Red still holds southeastern. My card this turn is taking Trieste in the Alps. Seeing if yellow somehow lets me hold it, you never know. At least he didn't hold Alps as well that turn, I guess, but my god. He's just holding so much board, and no one wants to stop him. Where are you capped, Pink? Pink takes the set on 4. Pink is a very, very new player. Pink breaks Black. That's unfortunate for Black. Yeah. Pink is very new, but it must be stacked on cap at least a decent bit, right? It must... I think Pink's cap is one of the northern ones up here. Takes in Sevastopol. Takes him back out again? Does. Interesting. We obviously know that they're not in Russia. That's the thing. Oh, we don't have set on 4. We don't need... we're not, why am I being sad about not having a set on 4? I thought it was trading turn, if I'm honest. Okay. I think Red is a solid player, but they blocked themselves off. Maybe an expert. Black is going to retake Sevastopol, but he's evidently not going to be able to get up to the north. And he's just going to line up Pink. White is card behind us. Is he just down here? So we're thinking yellow has wiped out this, which would make sense, right? We're going to see his numbers again. 27. Oh my god, 27. Did he hold Scandi? I hate seeing those numbers. There's so many. So many troops. I gave him the opportunity to not have his cap blocked. Chooses to reblock off his cap, only hits with 3v2. Sorry, 2v1. Numbers are difficult today. Red gives him a big yeah. My cap is open. Black is not Prussia. Is Black in Poland? Black, Poland or Lviv, maybe? Something like that. Red's still holding southeastern. How many clear out this pocket of me? He doesn't know how big white is. White hits white. Sees how big it is, withdraws, or still hits me out? Oh my god, he just rolled that. Rolls a 1v1. White's still alive. White says, oops. White, I assume, is in Benghazi. I see no way that yellow leaves them behind here. And why is red going searching? Who knows? I've got to look for this kill if I can get it. Nope, not a chance. Pink found him. Great. Pink gets the 10 trade. Pink is now turn ahead of everyone else in the trades. Red hit a bit of yellow there, that's good. We then get pumped up to the 12, which I'm not going to complain at. Yellow's cap is so strong. Hello, Pink. That 2's dead. Red cleared out the bottom part of North Africa. That 2 is extremely dead. So we can let it be extremely dead. That's fine. Okay, let's see what we can grab of the rest of the board. We don't have any board that we can grab. This is awful. We're just going to have to cap stack and trade cards, I reckon. No. We'll trade from the 20 cap. The 20 cap's the better cap to trade from. Can't really block ourselves off. What are you laughing at, my guy? That's a set on 3. If we really, really need it. Pink will be on 5 cards. That's tempting. That's tempting. With my cap where it is, black only needs to have north and south stack in that bonus to attempt the hold. Is he wiping pink out of the bottom down here? Black moves pretty quick. Using sliders, he's only rolling 2s. Opens the cap. Okay, we're thinking cap is here then. This is the pink capital in Rescaler. That's fine. Pink is on 5 cards if he doesn't set. Let's see if he sets, I guess. How many is that for yellow again? Just to make sure, 29! 29, folks. 29. Yeah. Oh dear lord. 29. I hold 2 caps. We won't see over here unless... Okay, yellow comes down that way. You know where my cap is. I definitely know. I'd honestly rather have 1 cap that's 50 strong instead of 2 that are 20 strong. I'll be honest. Really not feeling this. Good thing about turn order for me here is that I can go potentially into pink. Red sees that he didn't break me. Good for red. Pink still holds his capital. And sets anyway. Okay. I was going to say, well, it's potential next time we have a set on 3 and pink doesn't trade on 4, I guess. But where pink is, being a turn... Don't you dare. Black has been very off cap too, to be fair. Okay. Does pink down South Russia instead then? Is that what we're thinking? And do I need to set on 3 to keep up? Don't think so. Maybe though. Yellow sees the burgundy cap. And I think he just takes it. Actually no, we're just going to go from this cap. We're going to move into this one. I literally have... I'm that scared of yellow right now. Someone else can take that cap on his border. I don't fancy it. We know that this is the turn to go around... Oh god, we can't. No, we can. We're going to have to hit other people, that's fine. Open that one up. Yeah, open that one up. Red got broken anyway. Good. I'll hit that for you. I am that scared right now. Someone else can have that. Yep, sliders are screwed black there. Black isn't checking his sliders enough. He also doesn't connect through his cap. 32. Are we seriously not going to draw enough attention to the fact that he's getting 32 troops per turn? Yeah, good game, exactly. And I've had to give him a free cap because I'm that scared of him. He now holds that side of the map. Does he move off that capital? I assume he does. A little bit. Okay. Blocks it off. Because what else do you do with your capitals? Struggles to break me. Manages it. Thinking that pink is actually south cap instead of north cap. This potentially we could have opened red. Oh, red! Why have you done that? Why is that what you've chosen to do with your life? Yeah, maybe I should have opened it red. Pink is confusing me still. What? What is this guy doing? Red... I'm surprised that Red hasn't taken Orient already, I'll be honest. Maybe he knows not to take it because he can see something that I can't see? Let's go searching. Are you in Georgia? Yes, you are, with a lot of troops. Okay. Good to confirm these things. Yep, you're open. Whoop-de-doo. You can't hit me. You don't need troops up there, Black. You don't need troops there either. Oh no, you do, to hit down. Isn't that a sad state of affairs for Black? Did you just break red? He did. He just broke red. Why are you fighting red? Yellow owns 3/4 of the board. How are we just allowing yellow to hold so much? This is crazy. I think we're still missing a capital. So yellow holds 2, holding Venice and my original. I hold 2. Well, I held 2. I hold this one now. Or black. This black-pink war is, I mean, great for K-pop fans, but confusing to me. Wipes me out of that pocket, you twat. Now it's just pink and red down there. He just over-attacks every time. Pink is confusing as anything to me there. I mean, we are very clearly not going to do anything else but just this. For a long time. Which is a really bad place for me to be in. Ugh. I hate how much of the board people allow other people to hold. But people includes me. I am part enabler in this story too. This is the problem. Okay. Black sees the yellow cap. And he wants to hold Alps. Go for it. I'm sure he'll let you do it. When he's getting 44 troops per turn. How are you being allowed to hold it? You got 2 bonuses on turn 1 from position 1. And no one's tried to stop him afterwards. His cap is internal as soon as he takes these 2. Oh. My problem is that if I come down here early, so I had a potential chance when I had 10 troops on that capital and he's generating 15 per turn to come in and break West Africa. But what's that going to do? It's going to mean that I'm his only target. Like, there's no incentive for one person to do anything, and it's very annoying. I didn't really talk earlier about how much of a dark corner this makes. This blizzard, whichever territory this is, makes this corner. It's a very interesting position, actually. Yeah, I'm just going to block off the north. I don't need the north. What a surprise, yellow's there. How? How is yellow there? Where is the last capital? Right? I'm not going crazy, right? Oh no, I'm missing black. I am going crazy. I forgot about black's capital in Poland. That would make much more sense. Where on earth can a capital be? It can't be anywhere. You're right, it can't be anywhere. Black held southeastern. Interesting. Yellow has had enough. Yellow hits a 14, hits a 10. Like, this is like, don't allow this type of player to have this many troops. They're going to waste them into the person that's nearest them. And if the whole board is letting someone hold this many troops, run away. I was capped 2 territories away from them. This is why I transitioned away from Burgundy. I had no chance whatsoever of staying alive there. Poor White for getting kicked out of Kharkiv turn 1. It was unnecessary from Pink and, quite frankly, odd-defying. Chances of rolling down with 1 troop against 3 defenders? I don't even want to think about it. We do have set. Pink sets. Pink is turn ahead, obviously. Comes off cat with 55. I'm happy. Like this, you need like bad players in the same position to just hit each other early. This isn't good for black, if that's a surprise to anyone. But like, this isn't good for me either. I need pink to hit yellow. I don't need pink to get annoyed at black and hit black. That doesn't do anything for me. The other option is that while I'm super strong, as in having a set, I just hit yellow as well, which I think I do. So I'm going to attack this, they connect. Actually no, I'm going to do that at the end if I need to connect them. There's 37. Okay, we're just going to hit that then. And there's 34. Right, this is the problem. This is the problem. Anything on the capital? 64. It's 15 to come save, so we'll go save them. Save them by connecting and bringing them back. Like, this guy hits so many troops, he can afford to waste 37, 34, completely off cap. But there's nothing that anyone else can do about it. I've used most of my set there to calm down yellow. He's now down to 19. That's something. At this point in the game, the amount of board that this guy holds does matter. It's 60 from a trade. Luckily for everyone else, he's just going to put it in random places that don't matter. Moves fast enough, eh? He's clicking a little bit. Didn't take Iceland. Could have broken Iceland, didn't. Could have taken Iceland, didn't. Didn't really think about it. Not that important. Took troops this guy. What's he gonna do? Stays Scandinavia. Okay. The centre of this board is very choky, which I unfortunately have to blame myself for. Because the only way to get down to yellow is through that north passageway. With Burgundy being a cap and Venice being a cap, there's no way down into this lovely yellow pocket without hitting this. Obviously you don't need to hit through it to get right into the pocket, but you've got to at least open it, and that's an issue. Or at least it would be if it was someone else playing as yellow. I'm going to see if that's a 1. That's all that's there to do. Oh, it is a 1, but it's a black one. Black hit him. Good. Good for you, Black. You get your card on him. You break him where I couldn't break him. That's not the right place for your set, though. Oh, unless... No, wrong way. I thought you were going to... Oh, you are going to go up. Go on, keep going. Yeah, roll that 11. Uh-huh. Keep going. Yes. Well played. Keep going. Go ham. Go ham. Okay. Myself and Black have a little thing going on here. I like it. Yellow only getting 17. Good. Good. Yellow's going to run out of... he's not going to have enough troops eventually, hopefully. And he doesn't set. He's going to have to use some of these caps, and I don't know how many he moves back in, but I doubt that it's going to be as many as he needs to do. It also reopens me if I need to go back. We don't have set on 3. Problem is this requires someone else to also do what we're doing. And we don't get any stronger from it. If we're not careful, this just hands the game to either red or pink. Not that I think pink could take the game, but you never know. You never know. Red is taking a card and trading with pink down below. Pink is holding 12 territories. Does he set on 4? Nope. Hits red once. They're trading down here. My go. Yellow holds everything again. Leave herself open. I'm going to block myself off from the pink cap to open them up, see if they want to come up with their set. Come on up. Yeah. If you want to hit black with it, you can. If you want to hit yellow with it, that's good. Only cost me 2 more troops. I think that's worth it. Ooh. 48. Red is getting half of our troops per turn. And no one wants to do anything. And he's getting cards. It's not like he's getting it instead of cards. He's getting the cards with it. He's getting 40 troops more than the rest of the board per turn. More than enough to snowball. If he knows what to do. We're going to choose to set after yellow this time. We're going to hope that pink does what we did. Those are the words. That looks like all of his troops. That looks quite annoying for me, because that's not attacking yellow. Oh well. We can have a look at black's capital, simply because we can. The thing with black's capital is that someone can look at it and they don't block themselves off. Black has 106 on theirs. Can't believe all the petty squabbling that's gone on down here, and yellow is holding 50 troops per turn worth of board. Like, how come these petty fights that have been going on all game haven't affected this guy who holds half the board? How is that? How has it happened? How is it happen? It's a great question to ask. .48 again. I can't stress this enough to these guys. He don't wanna kill us. All he needs is 2 caps of 100. The rest on a stack that comes sweeping through. He has more than enough generation to be able to do just that. Black can come down from this cap and hit this way, potentially. We're going to go up from this one, across again. As soon as we run into a big stack, I don't want it. I'm not hitting it though, that's my problem. That's the problem for everyone else. It's not my problem at all. I can hit ones, I can break ones. As soon as there's another stack like that 37 I hit last turn, pink sees my capital. Like, I'm not just gonna die because of it, like to help kill yellow. Red is forced to set on 5, but doesn't place them anywhere. Looks like they went, maybe got themselves the glitch. Pink cries because he doesn't have cards down there, so he's going to have to hit up here. You have more than enough safeguards without opening your capital, or closing your capital rather, so that's fine. Right, we're going to put them on cap, we're going to see what we can do. .78, not hitting that. I'm going to pretend like I hit it for black though. Those extra dice after black saw me hit him. Potentially mean that he might go after him. Looks like it might be happening. Nope. Black would rather hit pink. Nothing's gonna get done while this is happening. Not against this. Black knows how to use sliders, but not much else, and I don't really understand what he's attempting here, if it's a thing to be understood. I might open red's cap as well. I don't. No, black couldn't hold. He didn't wipe out the red 11. Opening red's cap doesn't do anything. He's not here. order would favour pink, going straight after the bot. Yeah, red has botted. Red lost a troop from their botting out. There he comes. Okay. Now I anticipate that the red bot has nothing on cap. Pink sets. If none of his troops got in his capital, then pink is taking the red bot's capital. The fact that pink is still alive is crazy. How many troops did he waste turn 1? Not least in giving me a free capital. No, okay. Pink has sort of noticed what's going on. Hits the red 9, interesting. Goes down. Goes down. Takes the capital. Keeps going. Unless that was... No, it keeps going. Keeps going was right. Keeps going. Now, potentially, holding this cap shared with someone else could be a win condition in a different game. Unfortunately, I don't think it's this game. We are going to see if it's free though. If it's free, I will definitely think about moving. Red 142, it is not free. Yellow 96. It's winnable, right? It's 92%, but it's just not good for me. I'm not going to do it. Oh, shut up. Why would I ever do that? You have 250 on that capital. Why would I ever hit 96? Not even 100% chance of winning it. Just so that we maybe take yellow down? And he maybe only gets 40 this turn instead of 48? What kind of logic's that? Like, that only ends badly for me. Why would I do it? Why would you get annoyed at me for not doing it? Why would you open it up? Yellow's still going to need to take somewhere, but I don't know where that where is. Redbot sets on 3 and gets his troops stuck next to the black capital. Love to see that. Moves off cap. Fully. That's a whole lot of troops coming up to me. Nope. A whole lot of troops going down to protect yellow. Okay. Pink doesn't take the free cap. Is pink gonna hit yellow? Start looking at dice at this point. Yellow got hit. This again, just like, no. Yellow got hit. Pink moves the 8 back. I'm clearly setting off 4 to do something. Okay, let's see what happened. Whether I do anything is up for debate. Probably leaning towards no. Yeah. Exactly. I'm not doing anything there. Black didn't set. What's yellow missing? How's he down to 43? Or was he down to 43 as soon as he got, as soon as he lost Alps? Was Alps or was me? Yeah, okay. He's not been holding Alps, that's fine. Having a strong bot is a great way to slow down someone who's going a little bit too fast, if you know what I mean. Because while it protects yellow, it also means that yellow has to hit other stuff. And other stuff that's going to cost him. That's good. Red bot takes Alps. Red bot held cap, held territory, and held southeast, and now he holds Alps too. That's fine. I'm interested to see what black does with his trade here. I'm still thinking about trading caps too. Pink is hitting a lot that we can't see, which means I think it's likely Pink holds the 2-point guard on Orient. Rolls 2v1. Rolls 1v1. Instant blitz rolling 1v1s. Interesting choice. I'm going to get my card and also look and see that this is cheaper, basically. It's not. There are 80 troops stuck to Black's capital. India Viv. Great. I guess the other oh, that's hitting yellow. No, rolls 3v1 to bring them back. But like, why not just... Oh, you... Okay, you want to go that way? That's good too. Keep going. Go further. No, that's the wrong way. Definitely the wrong way if you hit the bot. Didn't look like you did. Oh well. Yellow has more cards in Central Europe now, which is not great. We prefer yellow to not have cards in Central Europe. Yellow has taken too long now. Yellow has a massive advantage, but doesn't know how to convert. The trades are slowly becoming enough to survive on. If we say that you need 2 times the troop generation of someone to kill them, because you need a 2 times stronger hitter than the defender on a capital, then if everyone else is getting 120 from the cards, you're getting 40 per turn normally. Now spread it out over 3 turns, which is how long it takes for the 3 cards. you're getting 120 per 3 turns from your normal, and 120 per turn from your cards. So you're getting 240 to the normal person's 120. Right, we're ignoring the extras. Yellow's getting an extra 2, I'm getting an extra 5, doesn't matter. Okay? Broad strokes here. But if this continues where yellow is only getting 40-ish troops per turn, and everyone else is getting more than that, but not more than that, but more than half of that, which is going to happen as these trades increase, yellow is very soon not going to be able to kill a single one of us. Which is the position that we need the game to be in to survive, surprisingly enough. However, I don't know how we survive. Pink, I think, took the red capital. I don't want to hit a red 30 to find out, so I might hit a couple of 1s to see if his stack over here is weaker instead. We also traded that turn. Okay. The other thing is that when you are generating that many per turn, you're kind of getting like a steady amount, and then you spike a little bit extra than normal, right? If you imagine a power curve, so yellow is getting 40 troops per turn, which is quite steep, and then when he sets in, he gets an extra 120 or whatever. Everyone else is only going 5 per turn, which is very, very shallow, and then getting that 120 to spike up. Yellow needs to be 2 times stronger to catch us. I'm trying to like divide his gradient by 2. I might need to do something in paint, that'd be epic. But either way, you need to divide that gradient by 2 and say, okay, right, you need to get enough where 2 times your generation matches everyone else. Still don't think he's there. Well, he was there earlier because he was getting 48 and now 42 or whatever when the trades were worth 60. And at that point in the game, you're generating 42 per turn or whatever. Say you're getting just 40, that's 120 over the 3 turns, plus the trade, which is 60. So then you're getting 180, everyone else is only getting 60. You're getting triple everyone else. If you're able to press that advantage, you can kill everyone and get it done with. But now you're too weak and you're suddenly scared? I don't get it. I am scared that the cards are going to start costing a whole lot more. And I, quite honestly, at this point, wouldn't be surprised if it came down to who held in Orient around pink. But whenever black needs a card for 1, he has a card for 1 against me there. As soon as he does that, I'll happily trade back. I'm going to have a look up here. Only 340. It's close to happening. He might just run out of time. There he goes. Free card for black. The other thing is that hitting a capital, especially of this size, is going to hurt you a whole lot, right? Yellow doesn't have the troops to go for me this turn when I'm on 5 cards, which is unfortunate for yellow. But, you know, if he loses an average amount of troops, say he loses 450, someone else can very easily... You know, he's still going to be the strongest player in the game. He's going to hold 3 caps of 150-ish. Plus whatever he has off cap as well. But yellow's problem now is he's just not adding up here, where he needs to be adding. You need this stack to become like disgustingly big. You can almost ignore your own capitals, right? No one can go on a cap run when everyone else is scared of your one big stack, right? You have this much of an advantage. Obviously, you protect your borders to maintain that advantage, sure, whatever. But say you have 150 on each cap, which is enough to deter guys with 300, right? Guy has 300, they hit 150. They lose most of their troops hitting it. They can't defend both. 150 is more than enough of a deterrence. So if you then stack everything else on this up here, you have a chance to come through and get us. But it's gone from being, it's gone from me being absolutely terrified over here when I was generating 5, he's generating 20. Again, 4x plus the cards, whatever. Right? The cards kind of balance it out, which is a slight issue with progressive, but it does allow for the comebacks. So that's why I had to run away from the Burgundy cap. You want to have a look? You have a look. It's not very pretty. Yeah. Yeah. $16, he held Orient. Yeah. He held Orient. Okay. We're never going to change our strategy at this point in the game. Is that settled 3? No, it wasn't. We don't do those. Why would I even ask it? We don't do them. What are you doing? What is that play from black? What? We can just trade here, buddy. The bot is protecting us. Leave the bot. The bot's protecting us. If Pink is struggling for cards, that's his own fault for taking 10 cards in one turn. That's a not my problem. Here comes yellow. And suddenly Pink has a whole lot of cards. Didn't see them move out, but I wouldn't expect to see them move out. Obviously, if troops move back up here or whatever, then they move through Russia and not through these, so I wouldn't be able to see them move out. I'm interested to see if Yellow's troops are down here or up here, though. So obviously Pink is split over the 2 caps now. Very annoying to see red DC. We're going to trade with black though. We don't need the information. Information is interesting, but it isn't important. And now we are down to important over interesting. Most of the time we're important over interesting, to be fair. It's not exactly a change in the status quo, but either way. Pink has taken all the cards behind them, and they really don't know how to not attack something. Calm down, buddy. Hold those horses back. Rapidly approaching the point of a reverse card block being more efficient than, but a reverse card block actually working right? We say the whole board, this time be minus Orient for reverse card block, be worth 80 troops-ish. Hold this pocket. We need 240 over our 3 turns. Stop! Leave them there, they're good for us. Leave them. They're friendly. Yeah, but as soon as the trades get to 240, if this cap isn't too strong, we can have a look at moving in. Now I think pink is more interested in holding Orient than trading cards. Which works fine for me. Another thing we could do is, if yellow opened this cap and kind of closed himself off by taking them out, unless red does it for us this turn, we could be the ones to open it again. But I don't think that's our job either. I think we just keep trading. Pink needs to stop emoting. We're now surrounded by a little bit of bot. Pink's still getting 14. We do have set, but we're not going to use it. Pink comes charging out of Sevastopol. Which might have been his cheapest card, I guess. Loses 2 hitting an 8, what is that? Way over attacks. Hits some yellow. Reopens the stack. Ha! That's funny. He's reopened the yellow stack. What are you doing? Like, what is your plan there? Quite honestly, what is your plan at that point? Yeah, it's fully open. Only a 250. There you go, you're open-ish again. That's crazy. You had the choice of being safe, and you chose to be in danger? Okay. You need to stop hitting that bot, my guy. I will keep giving you cards here. We have cheap cards. You don't need to keep hitting the bot. Okay, you can do it if you want to. It appears that yellow has a lot of patience. And it also appears that pink and black don't. Let's see what this bot does. There's no way this bot isn't absolutely huge still. Holds outs, like... I don't get that play from black. We were safely protected by a 30 and an 80, giving cards to each other. He's still giving me the card, but we're no longer safe. And I just don't understand why. You have a choice to be safe. Why would you not be safe? Yep, there we go, we're safe again. That's good. hits a red 3. Opens black from the front. No, sees that there's a whole lot of red in his way. And he's already open. Moves into Russia. I was going to open yellow up. But that's off the table. Kind of accepting those 3 down there are pretty dead. That's fine. We are now protected again in our trading with black. And that's good. Let's see if black takes it as a good thing. As they should. Assume they don't, because they don't quite understand. Oh, maybe. Maybe, that's good. I'm extremely shocked that yellow hasn't managed to win this game already. Are they just stacking on every territory unnecessarily? I'd love to see their perspective for at least a little bit of this. Maybe just even just a snapshot of their game, because this is so weird. You're still open if you don't hit that 3. Well done. Get angry. Says victory. Pink is now reopened to yellow. And overvoting. As pink is one to do. Black doesn't like the state that the game is in. I can't say I enjoy this either. But it is still very interesting strategically. It's an interesting concept to think about. It does just come down to the strongest guy in the game finishing off the game. That's annoying. Didn't want that to happen. The bot has blocked off our little trading post that we had going on. Pink instantly sets, puts everything on the big cap, loses 7 hitting a 3, use your sliders. Goes up. And into yellow. There. We're not going to go this turn. We are just trying to keep up with where pink is, assuming they're not hitting everything along the way. Pink does move slowly. Black is yawning, he doesn't know what's happening, that's fine. Pink, if Pink ignored Iceland, he's somewhere just inside West Africa. Now, I don't know about you, but I didn't see those troops move back in. Not going to move in strong. Just going to move in a little bit. That's the cap that will win us the game in a reverse card block. Or, well, not win us. Get a second at least. And seeing as there's 5 alive right now, second is pretty good. But I still want to try for first, which is why I'm leaving quite a lot out. Black is fine to hit the 29. You hit that 29. Yellow down's 22. Okay. Maybe not West Africa, but most other things got hit. Problem for them, of course, is that they are on 4. Well, the problem for pink is that yellow's on 4 cards. And yellow can also move faster than pink can. That's early. That's me. You just hit... He hit it and went positive? He hit a capital and went positive. And he didn't even... Oh. How frustrating is that? How frustrating is that? Moves enough troops into the Georgia camp. Okay, we just lost 60 troops. We lost 70. Oh no. We lost 69 troops. And this guy lost 60, hitting 69. Like, what is that? What is that? Red bot sets on 3. We know that pink still holds this cap. I guess this is a tactic for yellow too, where you just wait for everyone else to get bored enough and then capitalise when they're too bored. I guess that works. Yeah. Holds the cap plus territory. Only puts 2 to get his take. Botted. No? What? I don't get... I can't work this guy out, man. I can't work this guy out. Don't worry, I'm open. Let's set on 4. Let's see how many yellow left on that capital. 120. I don't think it's worth it. Red bot. Shut up. Trying to focus. 333. I'm not going to open that one, there's no point. That there is definitely why you work on your speed. That was fun. I enjoyed that. We only have the one split as well. This is a lovely board to run through. I'll just say that. Especially with the blizzards as they are in this game. This one here is a little bit annoying, kind of messed up the pathing a little bit. Actually, no, okay, no, I could, no, I had to have a split either here or here, I guess. Slightly annoying. How did you move off there? How many did yellow just get? Yeah, down to 9. Wow, we really cut him down to size. That's pretty funny. Going off 4 allows black to potentially go again this turn. Should be good too. Yeah. Unfortunately, with this blizzard here, and well, it's more actually this one, to be honest. This one here doesn't change much. It's this one here that forces a split into Nalut and then back around. Yellow manages it. Doesn't hold what he wants held though. I dare say red's going to make it easier for him to hold. Which is always fun. If red takes Oslo, we can just go again. We have the other path open. Red does not open Oslo. We cannot go again. If you're yawning so much, why don't you do something with your 5 cards? He chooses the wrong territories to go and attack. Oh well. Loves over-attacking. Why is black weaker? Did black have to hit some... Black had to hit some nasty amounts of red, huh? No, I set as well. Yeah. It's just the set. Okay. Okay. Black knows to use sliders, and I find it weird. Like, things you're getting annoyed at when you know to use sliders. Now, you spot that one, a yellow capital. You seriously are going for your bonus? He seriously just went for a bonus? That's hilarious. Yellow sets on 3. But we now see that the cards, being at around 200, are now worth more than his generation. Which is good. Yellow overstacks in Scotland, and it's going to help him hit through black. If he even does it. He doesn't. I mean, if I'm going to hit your stack of 10, then I'm going to hit your stack of 32. You know what I mean? Like, why not leave it as a 10 and leave the rest on cap? His caps are open from the front. May as well have had a look at Venice. His caps are open from the front because of red. I have 7-3? I do not. Why would I even think that I did? Black deservedly got broken for trying to hold that. Pink does have settled 4. They come out as Sevastopol. Do they go straight into the yellow cap? No, they're going up. They're going to have to go up through a black 13, which was interesting play from black, I'll be honest. Hits it anyway, because he doesn't care. Gets me out of there. Hits the yellow 32, and keeps going. Pink is on our side in this, which is good. Really bad cough. That's most of it. Sorry about that. I probably killed your ears. What's the sign? Okay. I'm going to put a noise warning in the description. If you didn't read the description, that's on you. I can't take that cat. I can't take that cat. I just can't do it to myself. I'm not going this turn. I don't have a set. Screw you. Down to 25. Didn't even get down to West Africa. Pink is very slow. How do I progress this game? That's the next question. For a while it was how do I survive? I think it can now be said that I have survived. Black. If you want to stop yawning, you are more than welcome to slam into yellow. No one is stopping you. Hold on. Still in draft phase? Didn't bot out this turn. We're going to keep an eye on that when it's his turn. Next. Which also means that we're not going to set on 4, we're going to set on 5. I'm going to set next turn when we can potentially use it after yellow is a bot. What does pink hold for that? Oh right, pink could probably hold some noob corner that yellow bot didn't take back because it wasn't a bot yet. Is it yellow bot now? Not yet. Pink's still going in on yellow, which is good. It's good to see. I'm going to assume they held Iceland with territory. Maybe it was just territory, honestly. But let's also see if they managed to get right the way through Rabat and into West Africa. Gives a little devil sign. Interesting. Not this turn for me, unfortunately. We're going next turn. Couldn't even set on 4 if we wanted to because we don't do sets on 4. Still not a bot just yet. Down to 12. You got hit pretty hard. You hold 3 caps, 6. What else do you hold? Yellow? You hold excess territories along the way? Is that enough? Maybe. I'm gonna use this guy. I'm very bored of his yawning. It might possibly lose us information later, but it's very annoying to listen to. Has he got the glitch where he can't place troops? If he has, that's very unfortunate. But this game should already be over. The fact that this game has lasted an hour and a half already? Incredibly surprising. Still not a bot. Still very strong capitals. Still no chance for us. Pink is now holding a little bit more board. A little bit more set on 3 action too. Does this turn from 3 out of 6 to 2 out of 6? That could be interesting. That could be very interesting. Are we in bot out season? We're not. That'd be funny too. Black even. Is that coming in this way? If black saw it, how did black see it move here? No cap hits. We're on the lookout for cap hits. And then we're none that turn. Interesting. Yellow has blocked off that cap. When did that happen? Black gets the 215. Has attacks above against pink, which he keeps rolling against pink. And again.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm even going to try to decipher that. Is yellow finally a bot? Still was told 12 territories. Right. Ten troops. 3 caps is 6. So it must be holding 12 territories. Oh my god, this guy! I get it. Waiting around for a minute at a time isn't interesting. Be happy that it's a minute and not whatever stupid turn time with other people play. Which hurt me to watch. No sound 3. Why couldn't he have set... Like, why couldn't he have DC'd on the turn when I got all the stuff down here? Now it's an awful mishmash of pink and yellow. I would have held bonuses down here. That would have been fun. Red bot was allowed to survive until 5 cards. And he's gone. There he's gone. Okay. This turn is going to be on 4 cards. Best card I think is taking this one. Does block off this way, but I'm not even thinking about black's capital right now. Obviously only ever going to hit a 1 here. We're going to wait for orange to do some hitty stuff. Hopefully whatever's on this cap will move out to this 5. No idea what pink's holding. Very difficult to calculate it. If it's even possible. We now transition into a 3-player endgame. With 2 absolutely... Well, one massive bot. The other one is a pretty decent sized bot. We can assume there's some red protecting the yellow caps on this side that are going to get destroyed. Pink is growing the best out of us, unsurprisingly. Just hit this one. Hitting this one blocks off. So I currently have 3 paths out. No matter what I'm going to do, I'm going to block off a path. Or 3 paths out that involve hitting player. I don't want to hit bot. Which means I think this way here is the least valuable way to me. Which is weird because it's the way that directly leads to the board, but I think this way has a lot of bot. Good read. Black's cap is very well protected by at least some bot. He's also going to go down, hit the yellow 5. Yes, loses a lot of troops for it. Sees what yellow has on cap. Only moves back to there. Yellow now under 12 territories. Because pink has cleaned it up and grabbed a few bonuses. He's tried re-logging, so he's back in. How's that work for this guy? I think he's got the glitch. Where you can see the screen, but you can't put in the troops. Very unfortunate. I wouldn't be surprised if he gave up now. I don't know what I've done differently to other people to avoid having this glitch. If anyone is more knowledgeable in the ways of the glitch, feel free to contact in the comments, but I have no clue. There's a lot of troops in Prussia. It's back again. I'm just going to keep this open, this is interesting to watch. Okay, where does the red bot go? Do we even see it? We see it take Sevastopol. Nothing else that's interesting. Moves out of Sevastopol. Okay. Pink is now the one holding a lot of board. Actually need to see the capitals for this one. Doesn't that set? I don't think Cap's going to die. So we're seeing yellow trying to disconnect and completely relog, but it doesn't appear to be doing anything for them. I'm going to take down here. I'm going to assume black's going to reopen it. 218. Not for me, thank you. Black is happy to trade down there. Doesn't want to open the bot again though. Doesn't want me to take that bot cap, I guess. Not necessarily the worst thing black could do, but me hitting that bot cap would probably be good for him right now. Good for black, I mean. I appreciate this guy trying to rejoin so many times, but at this point he's actually hurting his own chances. There's nothing that he can do, I don't think. From what I hear of the glitch, there's nothing this guy can do. And, you know, not being in the game, not being able to see anything that's happening will be bad, but at least his bot would be able to get cards, unlike this right now, which is just absolutely nothing for the poor guy. He's getting 9 troops per turn when the rest of us are getting nearly 80. It's an insane number of troops in Prussia, isn't it? Crazy is that. Yep, just a few more. Oh, he's going to use them. 200 come up to get stuck with me instead. Yay! Pink is generating a whole lot of troops, of course. That's fine. I'm going to have a look at Istanbul. Yeah, it's still offline. I think this might be the time he just gives it up for good. I'm going to have a look at Istanbul here. I doubt there's anything in Romania. If there is, then so be it. There is not. There's a lot of troops there, though. And a lot of troops there. Yeah, not hitting either of those, actually. Black is hitting a lot of stuff. Interesting. The other thing with this is, I guess yellow staying in the game does allow his bots to stay on cap, but I don't think his bot staying on cap matters for his positioning overall here. We have set on 3. That's interesting. That's similarly interesting. Black would like the Georgia cap. Fortunately for him, I get to go before him. This should be the turn the bots finally move off cap. Let's hope. Goes down with most of them. I need you to hit that 1 though. I need you to hit the 1, otherwise I can't get it. Or am I just me? Oh, I can still get it. I can still get it. What am I on about? Of course I can get it. 56? Yeah, I can get it. So we're going to set. We're going to take this cap. And we're also going to link through so we can add some from this one in. I don't think we're going to get much cheaper than a 56 cap. Well, we're not. We're not, because it's going to be Black's go, and Black's going to take it no matter what it is. Black's going to take it because it's only 56. That's what I mean to say. Black also hit a fair bit of pink. Good to see. Them fighting is good for me. Oh, pink takes the cap with 131 left. That changes our plan. Black can see that pink took the cap. We just saw that. Should we do an exclamation mark? Slightly scary. Pink hitting a whole lot of stuff this turn. 131. Okay. It's not much. We're going to choose not to use our set on 4. Set on 3 even. I'm just going to attack Moscow. Now does Black have set on 3? They don't use it if they did. Let's see if they open themselves to the bad news. They don't. Also interesting, they're expecting the bot to come up first. There's no bot there. It's very delicate. So pink is holding Istanbul, Georgia. Yellow is holding Burgundy, Venice. Red is off cap, black is in Poland. Red is very clearly never worth killing. Very happy as long as this 200 doesn't block me off. I doubt it does. Seems pretty stuck to my stack as it is. Good. Let's see if there are any festivities for me to join in with. We're going to leave this Kharkiv cap pretty weak, I reckon. Does pink do another cap hit? No, still 2 out of 6. We'd be able to tell if pink took another cap because it would go to 3 because they're holding Istanbul, Georgia. I expect this to get hit. I'd like vision of this too, so I'm going to move these up. I'm not even going to think about that. I'm just going to move that up. I'm going to move that slightly down. We've already shown that speed, we can't quite hide yet. Think 361? Sure. Why not? Still yellow. Still yellow. Okay. Wrong way. Hit the pink cap, good. Annoyingly for me, he went up first. I would have liked to see how many he lost. But I think that's just a good play of information denial from black there. Yellow has a cap for only 45. Only 19. Only 19. I will be charged an awful price for getting that if I go for it this turn. So I don't think I do. Red sets on 4. Does the red bot take the 19 cap? How many does it leave behind? Yeah, even less chance. It's not much of a difference from whatever it was to 36 and 20 something. It's just that little bit of doubt. It's like, yeah, you shouldn't do this. Oh, it's getting hit. 92 left over. It's hitting 25 too. 30 on cap. Yeah. Not even close. My card is in Denmark. Pink is down to just Istanbul. Trades the 260 on 3 though. Okay. You can add this in bot now. Hits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 territories. Could have got cap back and we wouldn't know it. I am just going to have a look at this. I want to see how strong it is. I'm not even going to take the card in Denmark. I'm interested. It's going to block me off. I don't care. 213 epic. All the information I needed. Black is now open and I don't care. Black has 2 caps. Red has a capital. Yellow still holds Venice pretty damn strong. He holds Venice pretty damn strong because the bot around Venice is pretty damn strong. Black's going to block himself back off. Fine by me. Changes which territory attacks. He's still blocked off. It's a more inconvenient card block, but he's still blocked off. It doesn't bother me. Right. Next. Next. Do we have set on 3 to hit this cap? We do not. We don't do set on 3. Why would I even ask? Why would I even ask? Yellow bot does have set on 4 though, and has only a few territories. He has 1 Central Europe-ish, the Venice cap, and London. This is 3 territories that are remaining. Is that good? Oh, why are you going upwards? No fun. Go down. You're hitting me when you're doing that. That's very rude. Continent taking bot? Maybe. 2 more? Okay, it appears we have a continent taker. Interesting. Good to know. Just like the player himself. I'm not going to go as far as say continent taking bot, but it was close. Just know that I was very close to saying that. And I would have found myself very funny too. Yellow sitting on a 500 cap in Venice is crazy. So we're still blocked off from the black. Oh, only a 12. Oh, only a 12. Blocked it off. He might leave it open. He might leave it open. See those 12 troops move? Not towards me. I might come in from the north anyway. The north only have to hit 1. We'll see, we'll see. And I can also put all my troops up here, and then I can retreat them much easier. Pink is manualing the black capital. If he has anywhere near enough troops to kill it, he shouldn't be bothering with this. He's just lost 6 troops. 9. He finally got one back. Still lost 11 for that one though. Like this is good for me. Finally uses all of them to get rid of 40 of blacks. That was a good amount of a set just got used there. We are going to see if this cap is free. Place your bets. No, not this time. But we give it an avenue to attack, and only that territory to attack, so it should come off this turn, hopefully. Pink, sorry, black decides to reinforce that capital, because that capital seems to be getting attacked quite a bit. Yellow gets 10 from holding Venice, plus the whole UK Iceland bonuses. It's 2 bonus. Come on, you don't have a set on 2, so just place your troops and get on with it. Right. That extra 1 in your cap is very important. Hits the cap. Lovely to see. Hits me. Less lovely to see. You can not do that if you don't want to. Full on continent taker. Crazy. Another continent for the yellow bot. 29 cap. I'll still. Do I have set for? Let's check that first, actually. I do. Nice. I also get extra troops in Galatia. That's fun. Red set on 3. Yes, red set on 3. Fine with more troops in between myself and black for now. For now, they're not annoying. Later, they may be. Draft literally takes 25 seconds. It's crazy. It's me. It's me. It's me. We're going to take the yellow cap. I don't think that's very surprising. We can take this burgundy cap. Reclaim our homeland. Etc, etc. Oh, wow. That was a lot of troops. Change of plans. We're doing that and some other stuff. It's a red 1. we only need enough to be able to take this and split off. Oh god. Oh, so many troops to split. So many troops, so many troops, so many troops. Good, that'll do. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't want to run out of time. But we have 3 capitals. Pink is also trapped behind us, I believe, in a singular position. Unless black wants to come searching this way. If they do, that's also fine. Go on. Hit them. Using sliders. Ooh, what? Why would you not just take it? That's a... Okay, make sure you're 100%. If you're going to slider, make sure you're 100% you'll hit. That's not a good move from black at all. Awful move. If yellow moves off cap, I can cap run kind of move. Puts 100 on his old cap. Red bot might take that. I love how instantly our plans change. It's crazy. I think red broke him in UK. Yeah, red broke him in UK. Oh, he comes from behind pink down there. Kills pink. Oh, hate to see it. The bot kills a player. Yellow bot is worth 5 cards, but is on cap. Otherwise known as pretty safe. Yeah. Okay. We're clearly not cap running this turn. Now that it's a 1v1 with 2 bots, I don't think I'm going to improve the Georgia cap. Wait. He lost that cap. Thought the red bot might hit it. It did. Good. Good, 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 good. Okay. This is going to be our split that goes into the cap, into this Georgia cap. I'm going to make it a 350, I'll do. I've messed this up because I went off this cap like a numpty. Whoops. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We weren't meant to attack off like that, but that's fine. We still got a cap from this turn. Yeah, we messed that up a little bit. Black can hit that stack if he wants to. He should. But no, he's going to go the other way instead. He finds this cap open. Taking a lot of yellow though. Oh, suddenly you can move fast. How crazy is that? Looks like he took some time to choose whether to hit that capital. Interesting. By a black there, I delete this 200 stack. Clearly conflict there though, without using slaters. He's going to find out that this cap is blocked from this side. Yeah. Assume that's now like a 150. Problem with these two. I like the fact that yellow's still down here. Potential avenue for cards if it's needed. Also a potential avenue for opening this. But yellow to be attacking this long, you must be moving off Venice, no? Sets on 3 when it matters most. Our fortify wants to be this turn. So anything we want to move anywhere else, we're going to take. We're going to go from Poland. We're going to split it off early. We're going to split at the start. Split at the start so we can leave something behind. I think we can leave most behind as well, to be honest. No, we can leave. I think 200 behind is safe enough. Yeah, 200 behind is more than safe. It's close. It's not safe necessarily. It's just. I also want to be able to kill this Burgundy cat, which I think black holds. Sets on 3 when it matters most, anyway. Yes, yellow did come off cap. Good to know. I think I should have gone the other way. It's fine. We have enough time to scroll. We can move fast. We know how to move fast. Yeah, we definitely should have gone the other way though. We'll leave that as a 200. A little bit more. Skip. That'll do. Good dice. Good. Opens that cap. You shouldn't be reopening these capitals, my guy. Okay. Yellow bot sets. Puts most in Vienna. It's not stuck to anything Vienna. Unless black just took Venice? No. Because he had 150 running around, that was the Burgundy stack. He didn't take Venice. No, the black didn't take Venice. Red bot also has set on 3. Gets a lot of troops stuck in London. Protects black from Bulgaria as well, I bet. I'm not sure what to do at this point, if I'm honest. Yellow bot seems very weird. Got an audio glitch. Cat should be free. And Black can have it if he wants it. No, he shouldn't. I should have taken it. I couldn't afford it. I can't split between all of them like that. I couldn't have held it. I shouldn't have taken it. I like them going up there. Can't hit it up there. Can't hit that one either. That's just rude. There was no need to do that from me, but it was funny. Moves them internal. Okay. Interesting. Bots are far away from cards. I could do with a cannon. I have lots of cards against black that are very cheap. There comes a lot of Vienna. There comes the rest of Vienna. We now have a cheap line to the 5th capital in the game, which we will be taking as soon as we have set. Stay there. Thank you. Moves 1 back to capital. It's a 2 cap. Very tense moment in the game. Card comes from black. We don't need to reinforce these in the slightest. This one here. My old cap is once again in danger from yellow. How surprising is that? History repeating itself. Like you've never seen it before. Right, there we go. Black holds territory with his 1 cap. Wasn't a bonus, wasn't the other capital. Clears out a whole lot of red, gets slided the hell out of. Takes Spain. Black has just used a whole lot of troops there. It appears that black would rather go for bots than me, which I'm happy to do. I'm happy to go for bots first, as long as it gets me first, do you know what I mean? That one is definitely not surviving. That was ever in doubt. Splits that in half, that's good for me. With that just being a 270 there, that's very scary. With it now being a... Oh my god. So many troops, man! So many troops. Nice little buffer I have around this one, eh? Nice little buffer in Poland. Red bot is now down to possibly the 4 territories, maybe 5 with Sevastopol. What are you thinking? Come on, you don't have to set on 2, just put your troops in. Okay. Appears that's it. And he wants to hit some bot. Love that from the red bot. Are you set on 3? We do not. Why would we play on easy mode? Right, I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna take France. Bonuses matter so much right now. That's my help for you, Black. You know what? No, you're gonna take France. That's my help for you. That is my support of your goal. Wants to trade with me? Interesting in the 1v1 to be deciding to trade with the other player. But, like, okay. Do without this bot setting before me, actually. I do have set now. Kind of cute. Nice. Oh, God. Please don't put them all... Okay, that territory lighting up first is great for me. It means that it's not going to go for a cap hit. I was very scared of the bot setting and most of them going in on Lviv because they would have almost guaranteed smacked me. Perhaps the safest way to approach this bot cannon is from the south. Oh my god, that's a lot of troops again. Yellow bot, so many troops. Please don't set on 3. Good. We're going to show Black that we're willing to go for bots. I'm going to put that up to a funny number like that. That'll be fun. I'm going to put enough here to make this survive. Yeah, exactly. Right, you see it. You see it. Make that the same actually. Why not? Put the rest down here. Also, we're going to show our solidarity. And hit this bot. Potentially it means the bot can only trade inside of me. It's only set inside of me, which is not great. It appears he wants to cull yellow bot a bit, and that's good too. Potentially means he holds Venice. Can definitely hold Venice at this point. How much are the trades? Good lord, they're big. Very scared of this red trade, actually. Okay, black moves down. I think he holds Venice. I think that's what this is. Can never be certain until we see it. But I think that's black taking Venice from the south. As well as everything below as well. Yellow's finally gonna come along the bottom. That's interesting. We're going to stop playing nice with black now. I'm going to start hitting non-bots, unless this bot doesn't set on 4. If the bot doesn't set on 4, then I have to take the kill. And I get more troops back than I lose. 5 cards. Okay then. There's nowhere else this red bot can be, is there? Oh yes, make it cheaper. I don't think there is anywhere else it can be. Gotta remember not to move off one of the caps. We're gonna try for it. It's 5 cards, it's so worthwhile. Good. Good. Yeah, as we thought. No, not even thinking about it. Not opening that up. Interesting, it's taking the south path. Very lucky the bot didn't have set there. We actually have... Oh, that 100, 200 wasn't there. It's close. Yellow bot's hitting black. We're now obviously out of sync with black, right? Okay, there's the yellow bot. Forced to trade. We assume that black is mostly on cap. He's on 800, we're on 1900 now. We're safe to hit this bot quite a bit. Then again, I don't want to block off this path at all. I don't fancy hitting big stacks, so let's add most of them here. That'll do. Sorry about this one. Sorry, didn't mean to do that either. Leave an oops at that. Didn't mean to break your Great Britain. Did need to hit a little bit of bot there. That's a big capital. That's a singular big capital. You're playing for the win still. I respect it. They move back to cap. Okay. That's fine. I won't deal with the bot. That's fine. We can play this way. We can play this way. I've been trying, but you didn't hit a single bit of bot there. You're now 1100 strong. More than happy to hit my 19 that's off cap. But you didn't hit the bot at all. You can see my caps, you can tell how strong I am. One last opportunity. I will hit this bot 17. Really need that bot 198 to move. If I can take this cap down here, which I can do as soon as something opens up, which is not happening now, because even if that hits, it's not Trieste that's out the way. God damn, these bot stacks in the way. Bot stacks are really in the way right now. Which means, sorry about Discord, can Discord stop? Yes, okay. I will. If you will. But not this turn either. Definitely not this turn. Good. Now, more into Venice. Sure. Yes, I get it. Jesus, calm down. Calm down. Troops in Vienna that need to move. Expecting 700 on Venice. Vienna didn't move. Black Seas, I lost some troops there. Yeah, I get it. What's happening with the audio? Interesting, hits a 110. Okay. Much more than I thought he'd hit. Sets are so huge right now. Most of them are where black can see. I can't see these. I've been completely ignoring the fact there's just going to be some in Bulgaria as well, aren't there? And they're back in Vienna. Might be too far. Might be too far. That's the test. You see black attacking 3, 4. Four times. We don't actually see any attacks. 4 could be cleaning out this. But there's a reason that I hit over here in Donetsk instead of hitting Kiev or Lviv. The reason being is that I know Black can see Donetsk because he's in Rostov. So I want to make sure that wherever I hit yellow, I do it publicly. Okay, so it appears that this was what he cleared out. I can imagine there were quite a few troops down here, especially on Bulgaria. Wait until next turn to set. I'll make a slight thing of the fact that we couldn't hit the bot with him seeing it. Making Istanbul stronger too. A very intriguing endgame we have. 700. It's annoying. My plan at this point... Okay, that's good. My plan is to leave the bot behind in here, take Istanbul, trade with the bot, and reverse card block Black holding the board. Worst case scenario plan laid out for you. If it comes to that, I don't know what's gone wrong. But that's a scenario that I'm okay with happening, because that would also lead to me winning. Another 87. How many troops does this bot have? Okay, we'll hit the 87 then, I guess, because that's nice and open. We will save ourselves the Bavaria troops. We get troops in Burgundy where they're useful. Actually, when you hit the Netherlands, you'll see it. That's enough for this turn, I think. Add some over here. I am slightly scared of that getting bot hit. I'm not scared of him hitting it, but if the bot hits it, that's just 300 troops lost. Or rather, it would be 200 if we didn't do that. And we can't afford to just lose troops to the bot. We can afford to have Black hit caps. Black hitting caps is good. Black hitting caps is very good. Black sets on 3. Betrayal? No. Yes. We're taking out this pocket. What's your plan here? Okay. That's how you want to play it? We'll play it like that. We have set on 3. We were waiting for it to happen. Clearing out Orient. I'd be annoyed if there's no bot behind him, actually. That would ruin my plan of the trading behind. There'd still be however many cards left after taking through here. I think my plan for my fortify this turn is pretty simple though. Unless the bot's nearly killable. Not quite. Burgundy's opened. Very annoying, it's not the one I want opened. Set next turn. See how we react to this. We need enough on here where if the bot sets, it doesn't decide to kill us. which is somewhere around the 400 mark, disturbingly. Let's try that. Yeah, he took the full corner, that's fine. You don't have any cards down here. Oh no, no. Whatever I was saying about down here getting cards, there's no cards down here because there'll be black territories. I need to block them. No, I'm getting more than one, right? No. I stand by what I said. I wasn't talking complete rubbish. I assume this one here is going to be bigger. He's fortifying, so this one here's the big one because it's facing this capital. What could still be behind in North Africa too. Bot just sets. Could be much easier. Very annoying this is the turn he chose to open Poland. Oh, why don't you have a set this turn? You make it way too tempting to just kill you. Don't think I can. Don't think I can. Another Burgundy? Sure. I'll take another Burgundy card, why not? So many troops to go through. So many troops to go through. Don't do well. Yeah. Good. Wrong way. God damn it. Oh, bloody sliders. Damn it. All sorts of damn it. He can't cap run though. He can try to kill the bot. He can kill the bot. Set in turn. Okay. What now? What now? Can't cap run. Takes the free cap and moves back. Take the holds Venice. Right. Here we are. Moves back. Takes territory? That doesn't make sense. Okay. Yeah, I didn't do that. Fortunately, I'm gonna have to keep opening Burgundy if I want to break stuff. I'm gonna do it. I was deciding whether to do it or not. I'm gonna do it. You get set on 5, naturally. So we're not going to open Venice for as long as possible here. You can hit that. That's good. Hit it. Lose 300. Good for me. I'll take it back. It's now cheaper. Doesn't break Spain. Fortunate for him. Also goes in the wrong order. He could have not split if he didn't want to. He now also cannot reinforce. We now take back with our lovely, beautiful, absolutely awesome set on 3. Put a decent number of troops just there. Don't need that many. Yeah, we need that many. Yeah, didn't need anything that many. We're not going to take that card. We're going to take this one. You can come all the way down if he wants to. That's fine. We're holding all of it now. Holding a decent amount. He's going to hold a lot of central stuff for a while. In fact, so with this capital here, only one of these 2 capitals will be open, right? To this capital in Venice. Yeah. Great dice as well. Shouldn't have put any in. This is Sardinia. That's on us. But anyway, so one of these 2 is always going to be open. So it makes no sense. I can't words. What I'm thinking of makes sense. I just can't put it into words. Only one of these 2 should be strong enough, basically. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to go. Yay, caps open. Look at it. Don't have any excess. That's fine. The Kharkiv cap is pretty blocked off. So is Georgia. Full 420 set. Loses 6 hitting a 1. Wow. If you know you're going to hit a whole lot of 1s, set up the slider first. Especially if you have that many. If you have that many troops, definitely set up the slider first. Interesting. Moves a 3 back into cap. No, moves a 3 up there. One just going to hit that. That's an obvious troop advantage for me, so I'm just going to hit it. 100%. Yeah. That's always going to be a troop advantage for me, though. I shouldn't have stopped the turn, though. That ruins the troop advantage I just got. Oh, idiot. I can't believe I've done that. I can't believe I've done that. He just got 50 troops back. For free. Yeah, hit them into the cap. You should do that. Great dice again for this guy. Jesus. Set on 3, please. Nope, we don't do those. This cap, we're fine with being blocked off. We're going to move most of the stuff off of it anyway. So we're going to adjust the sliders. We're going to leave a couple hundred behind. Leave a little bit less actually. 175 behind. I'm going to be getting all my ones for this one. Come on. Come on. Good. No set on 4. Now how do we card block this guy? There's a 7 troops hitting 1, that's perfect. So 4 to deal with what's below. We left Central Europe, which we didn't need to move. is really annoying that you're forced to split because of how North Africa works. Who's out? Yeah, okay. Naturally. So this turn we can go north off this and bring them back afterwards, and that's fine. We want this guy's cap also here to be open. We want him to attempt to hit this. Oh, is there plenty of troops for us to hit? Let's hit those. We only have 99 cap. Shouldn't have opened that capital. We shouldn't be opening capitals. Now, how much are the trades? 400. Maximum of about 250 going back on that thing. We'll see how many go on. We can't clear out the whole of this pocket, essentially. Too close. I stick my tongue out at you, sir. Goes the wrong way round. This one's Scandinavia. About 260 back on cap. Obviously trading. Extra troops in Ziantep. Buff this up a little bit. Good try with that one. But no, we're not going for the good game just yet. We are, however, going to break in from north up here into southeastern as well, because we can. Which means we're also going to want a few more up here. We need to move faster. Oh, it'll do. It'll do. Right, let's move. Fast enough at the start of the turn. No! Oh, it took way too long. It took way too long. We gave him 82 troops just to hit. Poor. Poor from us. No set on 3. Bad mistake. We were not decisive enough. Oh my god, we left a cap open. He didn't even notice that we left a cap open. He gains 30 troops on us. I don't like that I keep having to open this damn Burgundy cap. Why'd I have a cap there? How is he gaining troops hitting a capital? How does that even happen? Right, let's... a fortify this turn is pretty obvious, I'd hope. Can't believe we did that. I guess we can just use this stack to do some other stuff. Interesting. Okay. You have one turn. Do your worst. Set on 4 good. That stack isn't big enough for him. Moves 2 in, yo, they're just getting hit, aren't they? We'll add enough to make it around the top, which should only be about that much. I reckon the rest can go there. I will be blocking off this capital, and I will not be caring about the battle. Good. Yeah, you only one. If he doesn't set on 4, I take his Burgundy cap, which unfortunately opens the Venice, but that's fine. He sets. Takes a cap. Did not even watch. How many did he lose for that? He lost 72 hitting a capital. What is this guy's luck, man? Shouldn't let me hold though. Let me hold way too much. Funny guy. Big cap hit. But the Venice cap is blocked off from going and hitting this one. They both are actually. They have to go through these two. Don't think he can win this turn. All his caps are internal. Yeah. Keep going. That one there's a bit juicier, isn't it? Yeah. Set on 3. Beautiful timing. Great timing for a set on 3. I'm back. Okay. One of these is free. Wrong way. We'll hold it with just a little bit. We'll hit that too. It's gonna be close. No, shouldn't have gone there. You had to go for the cap, I think. No. Hit Burgundy. Boring. Cap hits. Yes. Only loses 25 hitting a capital. Okay. That is more interesting. He loses a lot more than just... I heard that heart start beating. I knew the time was getting low. Got very scared then. Should have taken that cat back. Definitely should have taken the cat back. Oh well. Let's leave that one open this time. 13 on it. This is our end split. I'm going to put more on the visual one. Another set on 3. Lovely. Got to break Russia? Because I don't hold Russia. But one thing it shouldn't have broken. Because it doesn't get broken. I think Venice is still strong. Can't just be me that feels that, right? Let's see if we can get a card lock on him. If we can, that would be great. No, don't you find it boring? Oh, whatever. See if he has set on 3. Yeah, we know it does.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. Why be at Paris though? We're not taking the whole of France here. He has a cheap cap to hit here, which I'm not a fan of. Only loses. He loses 30 more than me, but it's not much. But we don't have much open to it either. We still don't know anything about Venice. Moves them into this cap. We're not opening up. Simple as. So, how do we perform this card block? Perform this card block by sitting here. Wrong way. Only like that many. Let's try that. Oh, he has cards here. What am I on about? It's close. Opens the cap. Can't break much. Surprising he goes up. Break less because of that. He can be stuck on 2 cards here. In theory. Unless he moves out. Which he does. We knew there were 300. 69 come out. Gonna have a tough time blocking him in with that much, eh? Yeah, we get it. Comedian. Oh, annoying. We forgot about that one. Not actually that annoying. We can just come from this way. We're gonna move it off. Decent bit. And then a decent bit. Good. One weakness is this 24, which he's going to go for. 20v24 for the game. Manuals it. Perfect start. Less perfect. Good. Good. Still close. Good. Good. Should be hard to come back from this now. Great dice for us. When it mattered. When it mattered. We got it. I'm assuming some come off. They all come down. I'll take the capital then, please. I'll do it. By taking in here too. Take them one at a time. We have no reason to rush. We would like all the cards we can get. First roll is against the 31, which he takes and doesn't win. If he moves off cap here, then I'll just take the win. Is that fully? Okay. I'll leave it. I'll give him a well played too, because he played pretty well. Whoa, what a 1v1. What a 1v1 that was. Oh, how have we won that game? Thank my lord. Right. We played against 4 experts and a master coming out on top. I will be your friend very happily. That was a great 1v1. I will very happily never play you again. Okay, that is a stacked lobby as well. That's beautiful. Now, one thing that's going to be even more beautiful is this. Look at that. We have made it to the promised land. We are now a meta settings Grandmaster, having gone 25 and 26, killing 5,500 troops, more than we lost. And with our longest win being an absolute behemoth, 3 hours and 41. What a game to finish it off as well. What a 1v1 to finish it off. Well, thank you all for watching. And if you have anything you want to see me do next, feel free to let me know. I don't really know. I can, of course, carry on playing the meta settings, and they do pretty well, so you know what I mean? But, like, if there's other stuff as well, we can have a look. But yeah, we made it to our goal, and for me it's not August, for you guys it's just become August, but that there is a perfect way to end this little series as it is. See you next time.